having me on the show.
Yeah. Adam is a rich character in life and in the ring, and so it's going to be fun. All right. I'm ready.
All right, so we'll do our intro. Let me get off. And then take it away, Annie. 3, 2, and 1.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bumping and Thumping, your podcast featuring everything about and for independent from around the world. Join with me today is former light heavyweight champion at XICW. He's been a metropolitan champion at MPW, and he is one of the formidable players of Death Threat Army, Adam Wick. When we come right back, we have so much to talk about.
Okay. How did you feel about that?
Was that lame? I think I can do it again.
Okay, I wanted you to because you left out the word wrestling.
Right.
But just so you can get your thoughts together and everything. So if we can do that again, then cool.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Sorry.
All right. No worries. All right. 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Bumping and Thumping, your podcast featuring everything about independent wrestling from around the world. And join with me is the amazing Adam Wick. He's been lightweight heavyweight champion at XICW. He's held the Metropolitan Championship at MPW, and he is one of the prime players of Death Threat Army, one of the best tag teams in the Midwest. When we come back, everyone will know everything all about Adam Wick.
Ooh, great.
All right.
That was fun.
All right.
Yeah. Cool beans. All right. Well, we're going to get right into it, Adam, and spill the beans. And I'll start the time. Let's see. I'll do 10 minutes for this. Uh-oh. They're all wiped out. Okay. 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome back, everyone, to Bumping and Thumping, your wrestling podcast featuring everything about and for independent wrestling from around the world. Adam effing Wick. The F in Adam effing Wick stands for Frederick, right?
Franklin. I don't know why people are going for Frederick. I don't know where that comes from. It's my grandfather's middle name.
FN. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. So I feel like you've been wrestling for about more than half your life right now. Is that?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I've been professional wrestling scene. I worked for a company called MWO, and it was just a company that didn't go anywhere as far as like my career, and it didn't better me because I was wrestling the same guys over and over again. Until I met Aaron O'Ryan and Jack Price, and that's where they came from. And Aaron and Jack took me on the road, and they became my trainers. They still are. I consider them my trainers. These guys have been there every day. They're always on me about getting it better and better in the ring and getting better on the outside, no matter what I'm doing. Trying to watch my profanity in the ring, all that kind of stuff.
How is it like, because Jack Price is on Impact. Aaron O'Ryan, he's one of the most, I don't know, he's a different person. He's unlike anyone else I've ever seen in the ring. What is it like being in such close proximity to people such as them?
It's honestly like, it is an honor and like almost like a gift from the professional wrestling gods to have so many dope trainers that you're like, oh, I'm trained by like Trey Miguel, which is fucking dope. Sorry to be dope, but and Jack Price are just unbelievable guys that know the ins and outs of the ring and just know it can do any style, no matter who or what you are or where you came from, and that's like it's a role model to me to be good. And when I think I'm at their, I say this to them every time. When I think that I'm at their level or I'm about to be at their level, they're always like 20 steps or 50 steps ahead of me. It's mind blowing how good of professional wrestlers they are. I'm not discrediting myself, but they are absolutely talented and just gifted wrestlers that have learned so much from other people.
And thing about what you're saying, I intensely enjoy about you as a person. Like, you are always open to reinventing yourself. Like, there's a different version of Adam I feel emerges when you step between the ropes, and it's because you align yourself with people like Jack Price and Aaron O'Ryan that really speak to your level of ability. Like, watching you in the ring is like falling with style. And where like where does your process come from? Like, I don't know, like, how can you explain
So
wrestling to you as an art form?
so wrestling to me as like an art form
Mm,
is amazing thing. Like no matter what I do, I
mhm.
get nervous every time I hit
Do
that
you?
ring. Right before I hit curtain, I get terribly nervous. I get anxious. I'm just all over the place. I'm always more focused on myself. I try to
Mhm.
like don't get me wrong. I love the boys in the back, and
Sure,
I have
sure.
all the care in the world for them. But I have to associate myself somewhere else so I can focus in the match and make sure that I'm focused with my opponent and what I'm doing, and
Right.
that make sure I'm taking care of them in the ring.
Mhm.
But I make sure to always tell myself I am not going to have the same match. I'm going to make sure that it is going to be different than everybody else's in that ring, in that card, or whatever day that it. I will always be the one that goes, "Oh,
Mhm.
guy is match of the night." I
Right.
always make sure, and that's not me being cocky or arrogant or like I don't know, just I don't know, arrogant is the best way. But I always try to make myself and other people in the locker room to have a competition because I want them to go, man, comes back and goes top that. I'm like, no, I got to top that. So that motivates me. If I see someone who
Mhm.
like Aaron and Jack and we're on the same show, oh, it's a competition now.
But that's what
If we're
makes
on a card.
what translates so much. And I have a unique perspective as an announcer because I am both in front of the fans and behind the curtain. Like, I'm that weird liaison, but I see what the fans see, and I'm ringside the entire show. And I notice the difference in a show when Adam Wick is not on it. I mean, and then I'm not discrediting the amazing things that our colleagues are capable of, but you spark something in another person. And like how you were talking, how Aaron and Jack serve you, you bring that out of other people. Like, I feel like that's how you give back to the young people coming up after you. And that's something I actually wanted to speak to you about because you're very, very, very passionate about giving back to people who precede you. So tell me about that.
So I don't know where I got this from, but I want to say Aaron the most. Like it's Aaron watching Aaron give back to like the younger guys and like the younger talent and the upcoming talent that come, or even the guys like um out there and just have this gift. Like
Yeah.
I always see, even in like either I guess say other guys too in Death Threat, like they always try to bring out the best in somebody, and I always love that. I've
Mhm.
always loved it, so that's always my mindset. What can I do to make this guy bring out the best in him that nobody's ever seen? To go, holy
Mhm.
crap, this guy.
Mhm.
Where did this come from? Well, maybe
Yeah.
if you weren't squashing this guy or
Mhm.
giving him two moves and that's it, like the old
Yeah.
style is. And I'm not discrediting the old style of wrestling.
Right.
That's somebody's style. That's great. But if you want to see the best out of somebody who's been there for maybe I don't care for 6 months
Yeah.
or 10 years, I'm going to bring out the best in them to go, I haven't seen that in forever, or that guy is so this is a
Yeah.
new person I've never seen before. Yeah, because best in them because I want to strive them to do better. And
Mhm.
I love it when the guys come back to me
Mhm.
even when I have a match with them and matches down the road, they're coming back to me going, "Hey, what can I do better? Hey, what can I do better?" And I love that. And I'll
Yeah.
send it in our group and I'll be like, hey, this is what said, and this is what I think, and go about it how you feel. But
Mhm.
and then get in the ring with them and work on it to be better, or I will do my best to help them in any way possible. Because if this again to be selfish or arrogant, but like you have a
Mhm.
like giving about wrestling and
Mhm.
giving and just being a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like I love the people who go in there and go and like are passionate about it and love being a professional wrestler and doing everything to get better and better and better and have these 5-star whatever matches. I love
Right.
that because it
Mhm.
motivates me to be better and it helps them to be better. And I love that. I will wrestle anybody on the indies right now.
Mhm.
I guarantee you that I will um, just see an open raise of that's what professional wrestling is. Yeah, that's my style of professional wrestling, but
Right.
that's what it basically is now. It's the modern version of professional wrestling, unique to me because of the way I move and do things in the ring, and I tell that story in the ring of, oh my god, Adam's either beating the crap out of this kid or this guy, whoever it may be in the ring, or I am doing my best to put the other opponent over to be like, this is the best match I've ever seen. And
Mhm.
I love that for him. I love seeing his family out in the audience go, that was awesome.
You know, Adam, I'm a big believer in that rising tides lift all boats, and you exemplify that. And you know, we've uncovered so much in our first segment, but unfortunately, not unfortunately, our sponsors, they love to talk, so that's why we're here. So we'll be right back, and when we return, I have so much to talk to you about. So we'll be right back.
The secret to building passive income and generating wealth in real estate is having access to capital to buy those great deals when they come along. One thing most real estate moguls have going for them is knowing how to utilize private funding and where to find it. For those that don't, there's tsquarelending.com. We provide real estate investors of all levels and experience with the means to acquire the funding they need to purchase and renovate, purchase and hold, or refinance properties that they currently own. How? By connecting them with private lenders that base their approval on the appraisal value of the property only, not a credit score. Our lenders feature interest-only loans, approval for a loan in 24 hours or less, no debt-to-income ratios, refi properties after only 60 days of seasoning. Don't delay. Call today. 877-49-LOANS, 877-495-6267, or visit us on the web, www.t-squarelending.com.
Welcome back to Bumping and Thumping, your podcast featuring everything about for independent wrestling from around the world. Join with me today is Adam Franklin Wick. Adam, I'm so glad that you're here, and you're here on screen.
Yeah, I'm actually here now. So
Yeah, you were here the entire time, but
yeah.
just a beautiful person. So our viewers deserve to see the beauty that is you. So Adam, you are just returning from injury, right?
Yes, I tore my tricep. Yeah.
How does it feel to be back after such a horrible thing?
Um was miserable at first. I was still wrestling with the torn tricep,
Oh
and
no.
that's in like September. I
Yeah.
had to tell myself like, hey, screw this. I got to go get better.
Mhm.
So I did everything I could. I had two doctors,
Mm.
one that wanted me to have emergency surgery. And frankly, it wasn't what I needed. The tear wasn't an
Sure.
emergency in my eyes. When it was a little on the screen, it was a small tear, but it was a tear to where I couldn't bend my elbow. It kept on getting inflamed.
Yeah.
And he wanted to stop that. And then I went to another doctor. I said, what are my options? Here are my x-rays. Here's my MRI. I gave him everything. He goes, physical therapy. I've seen
Yeah.
this multiple times where doctors, and this is
Mhm.
not discrediting doctors. Like there are some doctors that do wonderful things out there. I'm not at all, but there's also
Mhm.
doctors that take people for their money, and it is absolutely a scam.
Mhm.
So I wasn't doing that. So I said, I'm going to do physical therapy. I'm going to do my best to get better and come back even stronger and better when I get in the ring. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But so when I came back and debuted at what I call my home is XICW,
Yeah.
the land where they give me opportunities and
Mhm.
I control that show. So why not?
You were in season 6 of Proving Ground, right?
Yeah, season 6 and 7.
Okay, so you made an appearance on one, right? Why? Okay, so how did tell us about that?
So
I-
season 6, I was and I was with Dre Jacobs.
Oh, do you know
Dre,
what? People are for people who are unfamiliar with XICW, one of the longest running independent promotions, wrestling independent. I can't talk today. In the state, by the way. Why don't you share what Proving Ground is?
so Proving Ground is creation, the baddest man alive to this day. I'm definitely scared of him. He will stab you at any given point. It is his baby, his creation, and his baby has come to have 8 seasons. And what it is seven or eight vets, 7, 8 rookies, um, come together and have a tag tournament, in
Mhm.
which the vets teach the rookies what tag team wrestling is, what wrestling does, and how it should go. It is a real life competition voted on by a panel of 3 to 4 judges. There have been guest stars of Jimmy Jacobs, Trey Miguel, Jack Price, Jason Hotch, all these amazing, talented people who have sat on that stage and judged your style of wrestling, and either you have gone home
Mhm.
or you have made it to the next round. And when you win Proving Grounds, it is this weight lifted off your chest, because you're like, it's finally over. I'm the best, and it is a hard competition to, because you are either in there with some really good guys and you actually have really good competition, or it is this like, oh, this is going to be a breeze. So that's what it was like with season 6 when I debuted at, like, started coming more and more with XI and becoming who I
Who's your
am today.
veteran?
What was that?
Who's your veteran?
In season 6 or 7?
6 and 7.
Oh, Dre. Okay, so Dre Jacobs was my vet in season 7.
Mm.
Then he had an emergency with his family, which I understand. He didn't show up,
And do
and so I think that night I won the Proving Ground tag team titles,
wow.
which was an honor, because I thought that was a, thank you for being this who you are. Be grateful to DBA. And then season 7, I had a vet named Alex Weir, and he basically used him to get to where I needed to be, because I am at the top of the level where he is, and he'll never ever be at my level ever again, because he retires every other holiday, or he's like the solar eclipse. He only shows up, every 7, 14, or 100 years. I don't know, and I don't care. So screw that guy. Like, I don't know. I just used him to get to where I needed to be and to win Proving Grounds, and I showed that at the end of it, while I don't know, hitting him in the nuts. Sorry for that. Screw him, and I just and yeah. So yeah, that's what Proving Grounds is. I lost season 8 because I had Kyler Coleman, and he was a dead weight, still is a dead weight. How he is light heavyweight champion, I will never understand it.
I want to. You have an upcoming match where you're tag teaming with Maximilian, right?
Yes, my stepson.
All about that.
He is this. Me and Max have come to terms when we were talking, like, why are we seeing this? Why are we seeing these two just take over XICW? And Max was asking me all these questions backstage, and I was like, you know what? You're right. Screw this. Why are we letting these two run the show? We letting these nitwits that aren't even close to athletes take over XICW and the light heavyweight title division. No. So me and Max took it upon ourselves to storm the ring during the match or after their match, beat the holy hell out of them, and continue this amazing show. So Max formed a tag team.
That title, right?
Oh yeah, I've held it
And
3 times.
And you know what it takes to acquire it all over again.
I have me and Max already have a plan to get the title back. Maybe even bring the XICW tag team titles back. Even the I would love it if they brought the XICW Proving Ground tag team titles back. We have a plan for everything that goes on, and if plans don't go with plans, well, guess what? We have a backup plan no matter what. Start this new generational thing where we are going to slowly just take over and dominate XICW again to where it was. And it needs to start with a new beginning and kick out the old and the reruns of things and just get rid of it and start with something fresh and something that's going to be better on that show. So why not start it with Max? And
that was announced that you were tag teaming with Max. I couldn't think of a better pairing because you blaze trails. You know, you say what you want and you do it, and there's no holding you back. And Max, he's a visionary. There is something inside his understanding, and I think both of you operate on such a wavelength. It works, and I can't wait to see what you do, because
so there is like, it goes back to what you asked in the past, like, or in this interview, is Max is this person who acts and wants to be the best. And he is. I can see it. I can see how he is. I can see where his ruthlessness, his aggression, and everything that comes into it. I want to see Max be the best. Max is this. There's something there that Max is going to prove, and I've said this over and over again. And I was shocked when I saw that Max beat what's his name? That tiger, that cat thing.
Great. Is that it? Great.
The Great Tiger? Yeah, the Great Tiger. Yeah. That's what it is. So Tiger, which is great because that cat to die, and thank God he beat that. Shocked when he did it. I was like, oh, there is some competition now. I'm not going to take that away from Max, but let him ride that high horse for a little bit. Max is, like I said, I can't not give Max his dues. Yeah, I don't know. Just there's a lot of people who I care about independent wrestling, and it's a small group.
Sure.
May that group who may it be, but I don't know. But Max is one of the people who I give a damn about, and I'm always hard on him about wrestling. If that makes sense.
Yeah. You know, Adam, our sponsors would also love a chance to get their words in edgewise, so we'll be right back.
Washington Golfside in Ypsilanti, where everyone comes to play.
Welcome back, everyone, to Bumping and Thumping, your podcast featuring everything about for independent wrestling from around the world. Joined with me today, Adam Franklin Wick. Adam, this has been an amazing ride we've been on today. We've been high, we've been low, but we're going to bring it right back in. So tell us about your upcoming debut at Forest Wrestling and New Edge Pro?
Yes. So my first actual debut in New Edge Pro. I'm very excited. I get to beat the holy hell out of Kenny Steele, and it has been I've been watching from afar. Who Kenny Steele is.
Yep.
I do not care for the cockiness and arrogantness of that person. Because there can only be one in Michigan, and well, I wear the crown. So no, I'm gonna shut that down. Tomorrow. Show starts at 7 in Taylor, Michigan. Please come out and support that. Come see your boy. Come chant me on. And then, yes, in F.U. I'm coming back to F.U. I don't know what I'm doing at F.U., but there is somebody else coming back to have a final match or just have the spotlight on him because he doesn't have enough spotlight. So he's just coming back to have it. So whatever. But there's also a bunch of great names on that show, and I cannot wait. That's going to be a banger. I can't wait for that. I'm very happy to see what's to come.
You have an upcoming match with Jason Hutch for the Metropolitan Championship at MISE-TV.
I did last month.
Was it? Okay.
You're good. No, you're good. That match was great. Then we had
because you've held that title too, right?
Yes, I have, and that was supposedly my rematch, but I don't know. I felt like it was unfair. It really wasn't a one-on-one. TJ inserted his match and inserted himself in that match, excuse me, and it should have been a one-on-one, but whatever. I moved on to bigger and better things. Hopefully Jason does the same thing, but I am sad that I lost. So,
Have you ever stepped toe-to-toe with Thomas Bailey? Because
so
for that Chaos Digital Media Championship.
We are, which is usually I don't like to wrestle on Cinco de Mayo. It is a big like celebration in my family and everything. But when the opportunity was presented in front of me and they said you're going to wrestle Thomas Bailey, I said hell yeah, because I saw the match with him and Aaron Orion, and wow! And every time I see Thomas Bailey wrestle, the kid just absorbs and gets better and better. But I want to know if he has what it takes to step in the ring with me. I cannot wait, and I hope his family has a good life insurance policy out on him. I hope his family comes and watches from wherever or whenever.
Every show.
Oh, good. So his family is going to be there. Great. So I will tell them that they need to call 911 in the closest funeral home, because that boy is going to die. Cannot wait for that. Yeah. Oh, and I also have another show Saturday in Lima, Ohio with another great company called War. I was there about 2018, and there were some circumstances where I had a veteran yell at me and tell me that I need to go train. And I come back last month and I just had this absolute banger of a match where the fans were actually doing a standing ovation.
So how do you respond to criticism like that? Like, you can handle it 20 different ways. What does it do for you?
I will never, ever yell or scream or anything. Everyone's opinion is always, especially in professional wrestling, everyone's opinion matters. I don't care who you are. There's been names, people that are on TV from WWE to TNA to AEW to just all over. Just criticizing my style of wrestling to helping me. I take criticism as a help. Like I'll prove you wrong, or I will use it to help me. I don't ever argue with it. I always take it on the chin and just I don't care who it is. It could be old, new. and I'm always going to answer the questions or ask questions to get better. I think everyone should have that mindset, because if you don't and you just one ear out the other, yeah, screw you.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of a hit or miss thing.
You know,
So
I'm a big believer in feedback and learning how to take it is a huge part of the experience. I mean, if you don't know how to listen to people, no matter who gives the message, like there's something you could be overlooking, you could be missing out on. And and you have to be able to take that in the wrestling world. I feel like that's how you get better, and that's just a testament to your entire personality and everything you are. You're just there to learn and absorb and get better from it, and I love that about you. But Adam, we will be right back. We just have a few minutes left, and I can't believe how fast this time went.
yeah, this
So
is
we'll be
very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Mosquito-borne diseases or mosquito-borne illnesses are diseases caused by bacteria, viruses, or parasites transmitted by mosquitoes. Nearly 700 million people get a mosquito-borne illness each year, resulting in over 725,000 deaths. If you live near a pond or lake, or you're scheduling an outdoor event, go online or call today for your free consultation.
Welcome back, everyone, to Bumping and Thumping, your podcast featuring everything about for independent wrestling from around the world. Adam, this session went by at light speed. So before we close out, tell fans where they can connect with you.
You can connect with me via social media, Instagram, Twitter. It is all DTA Adam Wick, one word, and Facebook Adam Wick. Please come out and support independent wrestling, support any kind of wrestling. We love the fans, we love the feedback, and thank you for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And fans, I have a personal message. If you hear Like a River play at any point in time during a show, you're in for a magic ride. And Adam Wick is worth any cost of admission. So and I want to thank our special friends at magicmosquitoformula.com. They're on the west side of Michigan, and also Trailways Transports for giving this amazing opportunity. We couldn't do it without sponsors who support us. Adam, thank you for your time. You're an amazing human being. I just having a lot of fun today. So take care, and thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Everyone, this has been another episode of Bumping and Thumping, your podcast featuring everything about for independent wrestling. We'll catch you next time.